Good morning, Homestead, and please stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And now for a moment of silence.
What's up, Homestead? I'm Drake White.
And I'm Matt Hamilton.
And this is HHS On Demand for Friday, April 12th.
When Johnny comes marching home again, hurrah, hurrah, we'll give him a hearty welcome then, hurrah, hurrah. All the men will cheer, the boys will shout, the ladies they will all turn out and we'll all feel gay when Johnny comes marching home. And we'll all feel gay when Johnny comes marching home. Get ready for the Jubilee, hurrah, hurrah, we'll give the hero three.
Summer PE is an 18-day class from June 6th to July 1st filled with traditional activities as well as canoeing, biking, hiking, golf, and bowling field trips. Completion of the course allows you to earn a PE credit. If you are interested in taking summer PE, sign up now. Registration forms are available in the front reception office or from any physical education teacher. This class is very popular and has limited enrollment, so get your registration form in ASAP to secure your spot. Questions, see Mrs. Tiernan.
And now here's Drake with a PSA on career pathways.
Hey guys, have you ever been curious about what classes you need to take for any specific career you want to go into? Well, now it's pretty easy with our resource department. Okay, so what you want to do is first you want to navigate to the Southwest Allen County Schools website. Then you want to go to the Homestead section, of course, that's where we go. Go to the left side of the page and click the Student Services section. Navigate all the way down to the bottom and click Career Pathways. Now here's an icon for all the different career pathways. And you can click on anything specific like here, communications. And then there's going to be more specific branches like let's click radio and television. And this just shows what classes you need to take for this specific career. Thanks, guys. Back to you in the studio.
Celebrate National Poem in Your Pocket Day on Thursday, April 18th. The idea is simple. Select a poem you love during National Poetry Month, then carry it with you to share. Poems from pockets will be unfolded throughout next week in the IMC. We will be decorating the window with our students' favorite poems. Students can write or print out, and decorate if you like, your favorite poem to hang in the IMC. We will begin collecting the poems now, and we'll hang them up beginning on Monday, April 15th.
Fall 2013 internship students applying to Lutheran Hospital need to turn in their applications to Mrs. Fit and Student Services by Wednesday, April 17th. Now here's Matt Hamilton and Principal Lake with special guest Officer Harriet in another edition of In the Hot Seat with Mr. Lake.
Hello everybody, Matt Hamilton here with Mr. Lake and Officer Harriet this time for a special edition of In the Hot Seat. We're kind of going to go back to driving and the parking lot issues. During the spring, it seems like there's been a lot of wrecks in the past. And so are there any tips that you guys could give to students, to prevent the spring fever?
Well, to start off with, you're right. In the springtime, the weather warms up. Everybody puts the windows down, they drive fast, listen to the music goes up. Everybody's anxious to get out of the school parking lot and go out and do whatever they want to do after school. We understand that, but every year we have somebody plow into somebody at the stoplight out here or at the four-way stop. People will come up and they'll just start bunching up and somebody will hit somebody and we get a chain reaction. Just you need to slow down in the parking lot, be careful. We just don't want anybody hurt. Also in Allen County, there's usually some accidents in Allen County.
There's a lot of accidents in Allen County, and unfortunately every year there's usually a fatality involving a high school student from somewhere in Allen County. We don't want to see that happen with any of our Homestead kids, so you need to keep in mind when it's time to drive, it's time to drive. We put away the cell phone, we aren't texting, we don't have distractions with a bunch of other kids in the car. You've got to focus on what your task is at hand, and that is to not run into people around you, just as you would appreciate for them to not run into you. The other concern is speeding. Understand that people call in and complain about students driving. They do get your license plate number, and I can find out who the driver is from that license plate number. That student then gets called down to discipline, and it's dealt with. Driving to Homestead, it is a privilege. It is not a right. And driving unsafely and doing something that's going to cause people to actually call in on you can make it so that you lose your parking privileges here. You could actually get your pass taken away.
Thank you two very much.
Seniors, this is very important. The deadline to submit photos for the senior video that is shown at graduation is this Monday, April 15th. Your picture will not be included unless you bring them in by Monday to Mrs. Wiley. They may be in the print format, or digital photos must be on a CD.
One person can make a difference, and everyone should try. That is a quote from John F. Kennedy. And if you identify with this quote, you're not alone. Please join us for the next network meeting in room 108 after school until 3:30. We are a network of teachers and students uniting to create a culture of kindness, compassion, and acceptance.
Here's Mrs. Jones and Mr. Hill on tonight's NHS Coffee House.
Hey everyone, Mr. Hill here. If you are leaving the house tonight and looking for something to do for those awkward hours between, say, 5 and 8 or so, or even 9 if you're feeling crazy, try coming by the Coffee House. It's our annual affair that we put together to kick off Fine Arts Week. The opening for this year's Spring Arts Gallery will happen tonight, and that'll be from 6 to 9 and from 7 to 9. We'll be filling the atrium with the smooth sounds of Homestead's finest, including a special guest this year. A return visit by Mr. Clough will be headlining our show tonight. So the music starts at 7. The art will be going from 6 all the way through next week, but the opening is tonight. Miss Jones has more to say about that.
Hey, fellow Spartans. I would just like to point out that the word art is a part of Spartan. The art gallery, as Mr. Hill said, is opening up, grand opening tonight, Friday night from 6 to 9. We have a wonderful show this year. Each year it gets better and better. A variety of different artworks, photography, fiber art, film, drawing, painting, ceramics, sculpture. There's so many talented artists here at Homestead. The gallery opening will be 6 to 9, but you will be able to come down with your classes or in between passing periods next week, Monday through Wednesday. The galleries will open from 7:30 to 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and some of the art is for sale as well. But it's just an awesome celebration of art in our school, and it's going to be a fun time.
A final reminder to the Diary of Anne Frank cast to please stop by Mrs. Mooley's room before the end of the day today, April 12th, to cast your vote for People's Choice. If you do not come by the end of today, your vote will not count. Thank you.
And now here is Mrs. Malooly with a special announcement.
Everyone matters, and everybody wants to matter. The power of the individual can tear down nations, or it can bring down tyranny. It all depends on our perspective. And that's the lens through which we see ourselves and everyone else around us. The problem is that Homestead can be a pretty disconnected place overall. I'm sure at one point most of you, if not all of you, have felt lonely or misunderstood, and that's the worst feeling. I've seen new students flounder and drown because they can't find a place where they feel like they belong, and I've also seen sarcasm tear other people down and tear their worth to nothing under the guise of joking. I think that this can change, and I know that there are a lot of you that feel the same way and that are already a part of the network, a grassroots movement making changes that are positive at Homestead and creating an encouraging environment. And there are probably a lot of you that don't believe that people can change and think that Homestead is fine the way it is, or are kind of rolling your eyes at this. But regardless of what camp you're in, I'd like to invite all of you Thursday, April 18th from 3:30 to 7 p.m. to come to a workshop that Drew Kahn is putting together. Drew Kahn is the director of the Anne Frank Project and the founder of the Anne Frank Project, and he's going to be speaking to you guys during advisory next Thursday. And then after school, from 3:30 to 7 p.m., he is going to be working with you guys to do a workshop. And this workshop is open to anyone, any students, as well as non-HHS students. Bring art pieces, bring your favorite poems, bring work that you have created already, passages from your favorite book, anything creative. And together we want to create something that is uniquely Homestead from what is uniquely you. Our entire philosophy is built on the fact that you matter, that each individual matters, that each individual has worth and potential. So join us in the seminar room Thursday, April 18th from 3:30 to 7 p.m. And it's going to be just a great time of creativity, a great time of collaboration. Come for the free pizza and stay for the fellowship. See you there.
And now here's an announcement on how to help DECA at Nationals.
Hey guys, we're from the Homestead DECA chapter, and recently we competed in Indianapolis and won first place at a state event. We're going to go to Anaheim, California and compete internationally against 50 states and 7 countries. In order for us to go to Anaheim, we're raising funds to get there.
Our fundraiser is going to be a Pizza Hut buffet night at Times Corner Pizza Hut, Monday, April 15th from 5 to 8.
All tips and proceeds go towards our DECA trip. If you guys do have any questions, you guys can look at any of our Facebook pages, and we have a public event there. And if you guys do have any other questions, you guys can Facebook us, tweet us. You guys can ask Mr. McNeil and Mrs. Hershey. You guys can catch us in the halls.
Fort Wayne Orthopedics will be offering free athletic physicals tomorrow at their West Jefferson location. The suggested time for Homestead athletes is 8:30 a.m. to 9 a.m. This physical will cover you for next school year. Athletes should take an official IHSAA physical form with them with the front page completed. Forms are available in the athletic office and the main office at the 9th grade academy. Remember, this physical is good for next school year. And now here's our very own Bailey Hauser with a special PSA from SAD.
What up, Homestead? I'm Bailey Hauser, and I'm here to talk to you about SAD teaming up with Panda Express. When you go to lunch in the next few minutes, make sure you pick up one of these flyers at any of the lunch registers. Then, after school from 12 o'clock p.m. to 10 o'clock p.m., go to Panda Express over at Jefferson Point. And then when you go to pay, make sure you show them this flyer that you picked up at lunch, and 20% of your meal cost will go to SAD. So it's a great fundraiser for SAD. Make sure you come out and support it and pick up one of these flyers at lunch. Back to you guys in the studio.
That wraps up this edition of HHS On Demand. I'm Drake White.
And I'm Matt Hamilton.
See you next week and have a great weekend.